Hi everybody, it's me, I'm back again. I'm really sorry that there's not been a video for quite a while. I've had technical difficulties. My laptop has completely died and it needs to be sent back for repair, and it's been with Sony. So that's where I've been. I've not really watched, if you've noticed that I haven't been able to comment on videos. I've not really been able to keep up with them because on my phone, for some reason, the YouTube just doesn't play very well. It kind of stops halfway through, then I have to restart the video, so I tend not to watch it that much on my phone. So yeah, I've been it's been like, I don't know, a couple of weeks, and I feel like I've lost my leg or something. It feels so weird not having a laptop when you're so used to having it, and I do my banking on it, do the online shopping on it, just browse around, watching videos, editing, and all of a sudden when you've not got one you're a bit like, oh no, and I'd really missed it. So I'm glad that it's come back. So it's back now, and I thought, right, I need to get on with filming. Fingers crossed it doesn't need to go back. I'm hoping it doesn't. What had happened, the hard drive, if you're interested, I don't know if you will be, I know Matt would be well interested in what I'm talking about, but I'm not really that technical. But the hard drive actually failed inside it, and it's only a year old, and it just completely crashed, and you could hear it crunching inside. And I did lose everything on my machine. I've lost all my videos. Look, the only things I've got left are the ones on YouTube. I don't have any raw file anymore, but everything else was saved because Matt's like a backup freak and he's got like hard drives all over, so luckily I didn't lose everything. But it's just one of them things, isn't it? So I've got a brand new hard drive in it. I'm rambling on about like this is a computer video. What am I on about? Anyway, I'll shut up now. My laptop's back, so I thought I need to crack on with filming. I've got quite a lot to update you on. I haven't got too much of an idea of where this video is heading, as usual. That's kind of just the way I film. I just thought I'd just sit down like normal, stick my camera on. I think because I've not done it in so long, I feel like a bit of a, I feel a bit stuttery, like I've messed up like 20 times already, and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. So I need to keep filming and then it'll just come back. But yeah, this is where I've been. I'm really sorry, and I have missed it, really missed it. So I've had to reinstall. Matt's sorting my laptop out for me now. He's reinstalling all the editing software, so I'm filming whilst that's happening, and then that means I can come and edit this tonight for you all. What I'll do, I'll give you a lowdown, as I always do, on how the weeks have been. I think it's just 2 updates that's for today. Another 2 weeks. I know I keep doing videos in 2-week batches, but life just, it's not on my side at the moment, is it? It's just everything seems to be happening one week after the other. So let's go all the way back to week 15, 14, one of them, and I will let you know how I got on. So the last time we spoke, I was weighing in at 17 stone 11. That was my weight the last time we spoke, and I'd lost 3 pounds that week, the last week. So week 14, I weighed in at 17 stone 9, which meant that I had a £2 loss that week. And that was the week that, if you remember from my last video, I said that I had that McDonald's, and I felt really awful after eating it, and I just didn't seem to, it didn't, for the rest of the week it had like a knock-on effect where I felt sluggish and I didn't really want to do very much, and I just thought the whole of that week, what on earth, why on earth did I do that? It was so silly of me to do it. And if you work in pounds, I've actually been counting out how many pounds that is, and that was 42.5 pounds in total that I'd lost that week. I wasn't expecting to do so well, just because I'd had that McDonald's and it kind of threw me off track. I mean, not the slimming wheel, I wasn't thrown off the wagon kind of thing, I was still on plan, but I just felt more sluggish and I didn't feel like I wanted to do as much. And I don't know, for that week, after that huge massive tea, I was really just expecting to maintain. I wasn't expecting a great deal at all, just because of the way that I felt. I did need, however, I was crossing my fingers, I was really hoping, but I wasn't expecting it. I did need £1.5 for my 3 stone award, so luckily I got £2 off that week, and I was really happy to say that I got my 3 stone certificate. Here it is. Can you see? I can't see in the viewfinder at the back. I don't know even. Creeping up, what am I doing? There we go. 3 stone, and it's, what did Natasha say? Something about everyone loves a good purple one. Yeah, I picked that up. I was really chuffed. This is the most, and I didn't get like overly emotional in group, but they were saying, oh my god, I can't believe it, and I was saying how chuffed I am because that's the most amount of weight now that I've ever lost on my own. Well, it's the most amount of weight I've ever lost in one, you know, big chunk. I've lost 2 stone something before. It was when I was a lot smaller, so it had looked like I'd lost a lot more weight than I actually had, but I'd only lost about 2 stone something. But now, yeah, I was saying that this is the most amount of weight that I've ever lost in my whole life. This is a monumentous certificate, this one, so I'm really excited to get that. And I also picked up, even though it was a £2 loss, I still got the Slimmer of the Week that week. Can we see? There we go. Whee! See me ducking down, trying to look. Yeah, I did pick that up, which I was really surprised at that. Another lady actually won it with me. We both lost £2, so I donated my basket of Slimming World goodies to Margaret, because I said, you know, I've had it plenty of times and I feel really bad keep taking it, and I hate every week they're like, who's gonna get it, and like my consultant holds it up and she goes, and guess who's got it, and everyone points at me and I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm sorry. I'll go straight on to week 15 just because I've got everything out here and I need to talk about it to kind of jog my memory to know, oh, that was it. So I got I've not shown you my book either. I got my 3 stone sticker and the Summer of the Week certificate, sticker, sorry. And that's my book now, all filled in at the back there. So week 15, let's have a look. Last time I weighed in was 17 stone 9, that was my £2 loss. And then last week when I went to weigh in, that was another week. What did I do that week? I'd eaten, usually I'm really careful with what I eat, and I know that you probably shouldn't be as careful, but I try in a couple of days a week have not a Success Express a day, but for one of my meals at tea or dinner I'll have like loads of veggies and meat, just because I think, oh well, I don't want to overload myself with carbs, and I will just usually stick to that. And then Sundays and usually Mondays, I don't eat any sort of carbohydrate type big massive potatoes the day before weighing. But last week I thought, oh god, I'm starving. You know you just have them weeks where you're like, god, I just really want potatoes and I just want loads of chips and loads of bread, and I thought, well, I'll stick to plan and do it, you know, I'll do it within the rules and the guidelines and healthy extras and all that. So I wasn't expecting that much last week. I was thinking, I'm going to maintain the amount of potatoes and bread and pasta that I had eaten last week. I thought, no. And I didn't go out really doing that much exercise either because, well, just because I didn't. Why did I not? I can't remember why. I had no green tea. I think I was just rebelling. I don't know what it was. It was like I was just being a rebel against Slimming World, but still sticking to plan, but being like, oh, I'm just wanting a lazy week, you know, and you just want like an easy week of, I just want to chill out and not have to worry about what am I going to cook, what am I going to buy. So, and I just really wanted chips. So when I went in on Tuesday morning, they were like, how have you done? I said, I am not going to lose this week. I'm probably going to maintain, just because I felt like I hadn't really put 100% into it that week. And I went and stood on the scales, and I said, I don't know if my leg wasn't stood on the scale properly, because I'm worried now for tomorrow when I go and get weighed. But I'm really hoping that I was stood on them right. But I'd lost £3.5. How on earth did I do that? I have no idea. Let's show you. 17 stone 5.5 I weigh now. Oh god, I can't see at all where this book is, so you'll just have to guess. Watch it not even be on the right page. I'm so professional. Yes, 17 stone 5.5 weigh now. That is absolutely mental. I can't believe it. And if you're not familiar, if you've not seen my videos before, I actually started my starting weight was 20 stone 9.5, and I now weigh 17 stone 5.5, which is a massive big jump, isn't it? I really wasn't expecting a 3.5. It was one of them moments where I go, and I've lost 3.5 pounds in the past and been like, oh yeah, I'm really happy with that. But I think when you're really not expecting it, and I didn't set myself a target that week, I didn't think, oh, I definitely need to lose 2 or 3 pounds, and I think it took the pressure off. Because I know Natasha has mentioned this in videos before about not wanting to set yourself a target, because then in your mind you're thinking, if I don't get 5, I'm really disappointed now because I wanted to set myself a goal of 5. Yeah, sensibly, and I was alright, I stuck to plan, but I just didn't overly, not obsess about it, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word, I don't know. But yeah, I hadn't set myself a target and I ended up with a £3.5 loss. OMG. No idea where that came from. I don't know if it was just my body like wanting to lose a bit of weight that week, but yeah, it seemed to really work for me, eating more. So maybe I should stick to that more often. I was like, what? Well shocked I was with that. I also picked up that week, if you didn't guess it, to add to my folder. I can see you all now laughing. I got my Slimmer of the Week certificate for that week here, and I also picked up the Slimmer of the Month certificate, and I had lost in September £13.5 that month. I also got my stickers, so I'm on the front cover of my book now. I've had to turn over and got my stickers on there. So I've won some of the month now. I think I've won it for every month. July, June I wouldn't have got it because I wouldn't have been eligible because I only started the end of June. So I've won it for July, August and September. Yeah, I've won it all 3 months, sorry. Tomorrow actually, there's a lady who has been struggling for a little bit in my group where I live, and she said that, what did she say? She was saying something about she's going to fight me for Summer of the Week. I was like, you can have it. I was like, please try and get it, please. Because she's really been struggling, but last week she lost £5. But because she'd gained the couple of weeks before that, you know, the past couple of weeks she didn't get Summer of the Week. So this week I've been messaging her saying, you know, you've got to get it, you've got to really try. And she's been sending me pictures of all the meals that she's been eating, and I was like, yeah, you're going to do it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, she will win Summer of the Week tomorrow, because she will be so chuffed. So I'm really hoping that she gets it tomorrow. I haven't been 100%. I've been really, you know, I've been good, but I've not like, oh actually no, I have been. I don't know how this week's going to go for me. I need £3 for my 3.5 stone certificate. If I can lose £3 tomorrow, I will be mega happy, but I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I have been out walking a lot this week. What else have I been doing? Oh, Finley's been really poorly, so that kind of put a spanner in the works. I go out walking with him in the pram because I find that pushing the pram it makes it a lot easier, and I can get more momentum pushing him around in the pram. But we'd got to like our furthest point in our journey, and he decided that he wanted to be sick everywhere, all over himself, the poor thing. So that's kind of put a spanner in the works for the end of the week, because he hasn't been very well. So we've been kind of just chilling out and sat around and not really doing very much because he's been a bit poorly. I've got my fingers crossed big time for a £3 loss, but I don't know if I'm going to get there. Knowing my luck, it'll be 2.5, and I'll be half a pound away or a pound away or something like that. And I'm like, oh god. So who knows? You know, it's not a race, is it? It's just, I'm on the right track. I'm heading the right way. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I'll get it the week after. If I do get it, that's amazing. You know, it isn't a massive long race, so we will have to wait and see to see if I get it or not. I will update Instagram as usual in the morning. I always tend to do that as soon as I come home from waiting, just so you've got an update of how I've got on. I haven't been posting every single meal on Instagram recently, only the past week or so, just because I feel like I'm eating a lot of the same foods over and over again. So I think that's a sign for me to start eating some new foods. I think I really need to. I don't know if you saw, I put on Instagram a post about I went to the doctors not last week, the week before, and I saw the nurse, and I can guarantee you every single time I've been to the doctors for my entire life, every time I think back, they have commented on my weight somehow. I've got bad hips. I was in a car accident when I was 17, and I damaged my hip and back quite a lot then. And even though I went there to the doctors to say basically the car had fallen, so say I was in the passenger seat, it rolled and landed on the side, so my hip landed on the ground, if you can imagine, like lying in a bed like that. But that was the car, so my hip like banged onto the floor. So ever since then I've had like bad hips and it jolted my back and things. But it's not the car accident according to the doctors, it's because I'm fat. I had tonsillitis, recurring tonsillitis for years and years, but it was because I'm fat. How, I don't know. So I had my tonsils out, which was the worst experience in the world, worse than having a baby. So if you're thinking of doing that, message me and I will give you my story, because it was not pleasant. Anyway, But yeah, what I'm trying to get at is every time I've been to the doctors, I also went once to have a conversation about losing weight. You know, I'm not one of the people that are not shy, what's the word, I know that I'm fat, I know the reasons why I'm fat. I'm not one of these people that's, oh no, I just don't know why I am. I'm happy to go to the doctors and sit there and say, look, I'm really, really fat, I need some help, what can I do about it, what do you recommend? So I went to see a doctor once. Oh, hello Mr. Doctor, hello. All right, you hear about your weight. Well, if there was an Egyptian famine, you wouldn't die, so I wouldn't worry about it. If there was ever a famine in the UK, then you'd survive it. What? You can't just say that to patients. Imagine if I was like, luckily I'm not I'm not sensitive about my weight. I never have been. I've never been bothered. My nickname at school when I was in college was Pisey, so I am not sensitive about my weight at all. It really, really isn't one. It's not one of them things that bothers me. But I was thinking, from a doctor, imagine if there was someone that was really, really devastated about what had happened to them, or if even the weight wasn't their fault and it's from medication and they were saying all them horrible things. I just thought, what a knob. Went to the doctors expecting another one of these conversations as usual. Oh my god, you're so fat, you've put on 10 kilograms since your last day. Stop weighing me then. And I stood on the scales, and last time I went to the doctors I had a look on the screen and a spy, and it said I was 126 kilograms, and she made a point of saying, oh, let's have a look what you were last time. I think she was expecting the whole conversation to come around again. And I stood on them and she was like, what? Like, did a double take. I was lighter at the doctors than I was when I joined Slimming World. I think I was a stone lighter, so to them I've lost 2.5 stone, whereas I've lost 3.5 nearly. And I think I was 117 when I got on the scales with the nurse, and she just kept looking and she goes, oh my god, how much weight have you lost? And I just explained how I've done it and the reasons why, and it was so weird to go to a doctor's and have someone praise me for my weight and losing weight and doing really well, and how much she gave me like loads of different reasons and how it's benefited my health already just by losing 3 stone, you know, because I was saying, oh, is it alright, I've never had I've never had high blood pressure, should I say. It's never been a problem, my blood pressure's always been bang on, but I think people assume because I am fat it would be quite high, but I've never had a problem with it. But yeah, it was perfect again as usual, it was fine. And it was just mad. I was walking home because we don't live far, so I was walking home and I just thought on the way home I could cry. I could actually just burst into tears because I'm so happy that I'm being recognised for my achievement of losing all this weight. It was like the first person in real life that I've spoken to that's not Matt or my dad or someone that's I've said, oh, I've lost all this weight. And it was just so weird to be on the other side of that. You're doing amazing, not getting the whole lecture of what I'm doing to myself. Do you know the risk? Do you know this? Do you? And she was talking to me and she said, whatever you do, even if you don't get to your goal, because she was asking me how much my target was and where I wanted to be at, and she said, even if you don't get to say 12 stone, she said, don't then think, right, well, I've buggered my target up now, I'm going to just do what I want. And she said, just stay where you are. If you can't lose any more weight, if you're really struggling, just try and maintain where you are right now. And I thought, God, I've never ever thought of doing it like that before. And she just said, if you can only get to 15 stone, then that's great. You've lost 5 stone or whatever it is. Just maintaining yourself at 15. If you can do your best to fluctuate between a few pounds either way, just do that. And she said, you'll be fine. But just don't think, oh, I can't get to target. I've had enough of this. I'm not doing it anymore. And then get yourself gradually back and back and back and back to 21 stone. Just keep yourself where you are. So I'm going to bear that in mind, because that is exactly what happens with me. I'm going to really, really bear that in mind about when I feel, I'm really hoping I can get to target. I'm feeling really positive still. I feel like I can still do it. However, if I can't or something happens, I'm going to do my best to maintain the weight that I am right now, or where I am whenever that might happen, instead of going off the rails and doing exactly what I've done before and just gone mental and just eating what I wanted. It was like a big party, like a food party, and it just never stopped. It just ran away with me and I ended up back where I was. So hopefully I can do it, and yeah, I thought that was just a really nice story. It was like a non-scale victory to say yes, someone's finally noticed. So I'll be going back again in another 6 months to see the nurse again, or the doctor, I don't know yet, and hopefully when I'm there they'll say, oh my god, you've lost another 4 stone or something, and I can say, yeah, I'm doing it. I have dyed my hair a different colour. I don't know if it's coming off on camera. I dyed it the other day. It's a hair dye I used to use years ago, and I thought, oh, I might give that another go, see what it's like. And it's like a pinky, like a raspberry red. Quite like it. It's a bit jazzy. But I'm thinking, when I get to Target, I think the red's going to have to go. Like, I love having red hair, and I've had red hair for 10 years or so. But I don't know if me having, see, it makes me want to cry thinking about it, because I absolutely love having red hair, but I don't know if it's always been like a subconscious or a conscious thing of having really bright hair disguises the fact that I am actually fat. I don't know. When I had brown hair, I dyed it last year brown, and I don't know, I hated it. I felt like I looked frumpy, really fat. I felt that it didn't do anything for me, but I don't know if it actually did look good, but it was just me not having something about me that was a bit different other than being just fat. Like, I used to say to people, at least I'm fat and I've got red hair, rather than just being fat. I think it's like a security thing for me, having red hair. It's weird, that, isn't it? And so many people say to me, I could never have really bright hair like you. How do you pull it off? And I'm like, oh, I've always had it bright. And work never used to say anything either. I used to always have really bright hair at work, and it was just that thing, they weren't bothered. And I don't know, it's just me. People, like, my nickname at work, like, I'm talking about a lot about nicknames this video, aren't I? Pisey, I used to get called Red all the time. My friend Kerry calls me Red all the time. And I don't know when I get to Target if it's time to say goodbye to the red hair. I think maybe it probably will be. I'm not too sure. Like, I love having red hair, I really love it, and it's taken me a long time to, I don't know. I'm very attached to it, and I don't know if it's like a confidence thing, or because I can't wear very nice clothes, I like to have my hair looking nice for me. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea having really bright hair, is it? But for me, I think, I don't know, what do you think? You'll have to let me know. You'll have to help me with a decision. Like, I love, see, I wasn't too sure whether to go auburn, so keep it with a red, like a warmth, keep the warmth in it. Obviously not like this, but like go sort of an auburny, brown, sort of, not ginger, not like orange ginger, but kind of have all that warm caramelly auburn tones in it, and just go to the hairdressers and get them to sort it out and see how it goes. Or I would never go blonde, because I don't think having blonde hair would suit me, and I don't think black hair would either. I've had really dark purple hair before, quite liked it, but I don't know. I think, oh yeah, I was thinking about this the other day, that maybe once the whole, I think it's that thing about transforming, isn't it? And it's going to be a massive transformation to get to Target, and but I don't want to be somebody completely brand new. I'm happy with who, this is a struggle that I've got. I am completely happy. I have been in situations, or I'll probably have to do a separate video on this to explain it to everybody, just so you've got a bit more of an insight. But a family member lost a lot of weight and became a totally different person that they didn't suit, they didn't, I don't know, they started dressing differently. I know obviously they've lost weight, but they were just acting differently, they weren't themselves, they weren't, and there's two sides of it. You can say, well, that's them now, that's their new them, that they're thin and they're changing, and of course they're going to change. But I'm really content with who I am, the way I think, everything. It's just my size. I just want to reduce my size. So I don't know if I want to dye my hair and do all this transformation business, because I'm not trying to be a new person. I just want to be me, but slimmer. So maybe I will keep the red hair, maybe I won't. You'll have to let me know what you think. I think it will be a sad day, and I've dyed it brown once and it was back red within a couple of months. I tried to live with it and I just couldn't get used to it, so it was dyed back. But Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with it. There is a picture on Instagram at the moment, I've just posted it before, saying if you want to ask me any questions about anything at all, it doesn't have to be Slimming World related, it could be anything whatsoever. Because I've got my camera back and because I've got my laptop back, I really want to get into filming again. So let me know if there's anything that you want to know. It's like a Q&A thing, so just ask me any questions about anything. I'll leave it on for a couple of days so people get a chance to see it, and then if you've seen this, or you can leave a comment in the comments and then I will answer it in the video, so that will be going up shortly. I haven't been able to watch everyone's videos, so there may have been loads of updates and congratulations and all of that, and I've completely missed it all, so I need to go back and watch everyone's. I've got so many videos to catch up on, so I'm going to watch all them, and then that's why I have not, if you've not had a reply from me comments wise, that'll be why, so you'll probably get that tonight sometime when I sit down and go through all my comments. And yeah, I hope everyone's doing really, really well. Everyone is doing amazing. We've got a taster session at the group, not this week, not tomorrow, next Tuesday, so that will be really, really good to see. I'm going to attempt to make something again and make up for the last time. What a nightmare. And I think we're doing some like Christmas countdowns. She said something about having like a bauble on a Christmas tree, and that's like your Christmas wish. I'm not too sure. I don't know if your group's doing something like that, but maybe that's a good idea for the people like that do it at home. If you're, I know a few of you got your Christmas trees, haven't you, where you colour them in. But I think we're doing like or we're writing a Christmas wish, and we're putting it to keep with us on like a tag, and we can keep hold of it, and then that we can keep reminding ourselves what we need, what we want for Christmas. And also, I think if you buy your Christmas countdown, your 12-week countdown, not tomorrow, not this week, but next week, you get the Christmas Slimming World book. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do that, but it's like 50 quid, so it's a bit of a fork out. I need to think of something that I can make that's not going to be a disaster. Don't try Slimming World cakes, mousses, no point, no, don't do it. They were just disgusting. So I'm going to really, really try my hardest and think about what I can make. I really don't know. I don't want to take something that's supposed to be hot and then end up being cold, because I don't know if people would want to eat that. I'll have a think. I'll have a bit of a brainstorm and see what other people have been up to and get some inspiration. Can you tell I've not videoed for ages? I'm well not in the back. I'm well not in the swing of it. I've completely fumbled my way through this video, like blah blah blah. I think I'll probably leave it there. That is probably the worst video ever. Yep, I'm guessing that's going to be the worst video I've ever filmed. How boring. So I will update you all this week on tomorrow's weigh-in results. I'm hoping, crossing fingers for £3, but who knows, them scales, I don't know what it is. Every time I want a big loss I don't get it, and when I don't expect it I get it, but it's just sod's law, isn't it? That's just the way it's going to have to be. So we'll wait and see, and good luck to everybody else that's weighing in, and also people that have got the results as well. You're all doing mega good. I'll have to go back and watch all your videos, and you've probably lost even more weight, so I will go and have a look now. I'll be catching up tonight. I'll be editing this tonight and doing all my YouTube catch up. Finn's at nursery today, so that means he'll be in bed nice and early and fall straight asleep, because he was up till 9:30 the other day because he couldn't get to sleep because he wasn't well. But I will be up. I can't even talk, I'm just like oh my god. Rightio, I'm going to leave it there because I'm talking nonsense and I don't know what I'm even saying anymore. So I will see you all very, very soon. If I've missed any information, if there's anything you want to know, let me know. Ask me a question in the comments. I will definitely be able to reply now because I've got my computer back. And I think all that YouTube issue has been sorted as well with them changing on my computer. That must have been the signs. It's the signs showing me that it was about to bloody break on me. So hopefully it's all back to normal. I think it is, so we are good to go. Let me know if you've got any questions, anything like that. I've got a few ideas of what I'd like to film, but honestly just let me know, and I will speak to you all soon with tomorrow's update, which will be week 16. So good luck everybody for the week, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.